Have you ever noticed how a missed meal can transform a perfectly calm person into a ticking time bomb? 1 minute you're fine, and the next, a minor inconvenience feels like a personal attack. We call it being hangry, a blend of hunger and anger. But this isn't just a bad attitude. It's a biological survival switch built deep inside our brains. Think of legendary solo wilderness survivors who trekked hundreds of miles through freezing blizzards. When food ran out, their minds shifted from calm strategy to intense aggression just to stay driven to hunt and endure. To understand why this happens to us today, we need to trace what happens in our body when we stop eating. Everything you eat, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, is eventually broken down into simple sugars, primarily glucose. Glucose is your body's main fuel source. Your heart, muscles, and especially your brain rely on a steady supply of it to function smoothly. Your brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, yet it consumes nearly 20% of your daily energy. So, what happens when hours pass and your last meal is long digested? Your blood sugar level begins to plummet. As glucose levels drop, your brain receives an alarm signal. It realizes its primary energy supply is running low. Unlike your muscles, which can store reserve fuel, your brain cannot easily store glucose for later. It demands a constant stream from your bloodstream. When blood glucose drops too low, simple mental tasks suddenly require far more effort. You might find it harder to concentrate, speak clearly, or make logical decisions. Your patience wears thin fast. But your body doesn't just sit back and accept this energy shortage. It triggers a stress response to save you. Your brain sends urgent signals to organs like the adrenal glands to release counter-regulatory hormones. Two of the main hormones released during hypoglycemia are cortisol and adrenaline. Adrenaline is the famous fight-or-flight hormone. It floods your system, increasing your heart rate and sharpening your reflexes. Cortisol is the body's primary stress hormone. High cortisol levels make you feel tense, anxious, and prone to irritation. When adrenaline and cortisol flood your bloodstream together, your brain enters a fight-or-flight state. Even if you're just waiting in a grocery line, there is another fascinating genetic connection at play here. Both hunger and anger are controlled by several overlapping genes in our body. One key player is neuropeptide Y, a chemical released in the brain when you are hungry. Neuropeptide Y stimulates your appetite to force you to seek out food immediately. Crucially, neuropeptide Y also regulates anger and aggression. High levels of it trigger both appetite and irritability simultaneously. From an evolutionary standpoint, this combination was a crucial survival advantage for our ancestors. Millions of years ago, if a hungry caveman was passive and gentle, he might starve while competing for scarce resources. Aggression gave early humans the drive to hunt, defend their food, and fight off predators when resources were low. So your hangry episodes today are actually an ancient biological mechanism trying to keep you alive. Modern life, however, creates a mismatch. We rarely need to fight off predators. We just need to survive a slow traffic light or an annoying email. But why do some people get extremely hangry while others barely seem affected at all? Genetics, metabolic rate, and individual stress baselines play a huge role in how rapidly blood sugar drops. Furthermore, emotional self-awareness dictates how we react to these internal physical sensations. Psychological studies show that people who don't realize their bad mood is caused by hunger are far more likely to lash out at others. Once you consciously realize, I'm not mad at the world, I'm just low on glucose, the brain can override the emotional urge to lash out. So how can we prevent or manage hangry moments before they ruin our day or relationships? Step 1. Avoid high-sugar fast fixes like soda or candy bars, which cause rapid spikes followed by dramatic sugar crashes. Instead, choose slow-burning nutrients rich in protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Step 2. Keep emergency healthy snacks nearby, in your backpack, desk drawer, or car glove compartment. Step 3. If you find yourself in an argument while hungry, pause and take a meal break before continuing the discussion. Understanding hangry isn't an excuse to be rude, but an invitation to listen to what your body is telling you. Next time you feel anger rising out of nowhere, take a step back, grab a healthy bite, and give your brain the fuel it needs.